Gigi Kinner.
Well, a patient's side of the story makes Heston's diagnosis look way off in Doctors Later at 12:30. First though, Tracy solves the puzzle, but time is running out in Shortland Street.
The spare, I can't get it out. Pathetic, I know.
Okay, you're gonna have to take baby steps for me.
Greg Sinclair. His daughter's name is Paula, and Brody told me that Paula Sinclair is Penny's real name.
So, Penny/Paula's father was in Timor with Scotty, but he got shot. Who by?
Well, they could never work that out. The court-martial ruled that it was an accident, that it was friendly fire. Greg was badly injured and shots were still flying, but it was Scotty who made the order that they should wait until it was safe to retrieve him.
But Greg didn't make it. So you think Penny, little Penny the orderly, is out for revenge?
Well, somebody's trying to poison Scotty, and she was there the night the house nearly burned down.
Okay, calm down, Nancy Drew. One, there are hundreds of Sinclairs in this country. And two, there is nothing to indicate that Scotty has been deliberately poisoned.
No, I should have made this connection earlier. Where the hell is my phone?
Are we starting a clothing bin here?
They're for the cancer charity drive. People are donating their old clothes, and I'm taking them to the drop-off point later this afternoon.
Used clothes. The worn, the worse, the... What were you thinking?
I know it sounds naff, but after my brush with cancer, I'm always keen to help where I can. Is there anything that you'd like to donate?
Yeah, I'll have a look. I'm on my way home now.
Excellent. I thought you might feel the same.
That wouldn't have anything to do with Wendy saying something she shouldn't have.
Possibly, but I'm as far as it got. I guess you thought that I'd understand, and I do. You're one of the lucky ones.
Am I?
Brooke, just the person I wanted to see. Or someone about to stamp their foot.
Wendy has been shooting her mouth off about my cancer scare. I bet that is why Yvonne did that typing for me last week. It had nothing to do with me being nice.
But it got the right result, didn't it? You might be onto something with the sympathy angle.
Cancer is not a ploy for sympathy.
I know that. You know that Yvonne knows that. But if a little kindness and understanding is offered along the way, it's rude not to take it.
Afternoon.
Was I speeding? I didn't think I was.
You were doing 5k over. Can I see your license?
Sure.
Your rego's good. You're cutting it a bit fine with your warrant.
I know, I've got it booked in next week.
Payday, is it?
Got it in one. I don't need to tell you what pay is like in the public service. I'm a nurse.
I'll let you off with the warning this time. Is your suspension legal?
Pardon?
No, the boot of your car is low.
I moved house the other week and I can't be bothered unpacking. It's fine.
I'll just check your shocks first, eh? Safer communities together. You know, don't forget to blow on the pie and all that.
Honey. So how long have you been a police officer for?
Long enough.
My dad was army. He really loved it. Anyway, I need to get going if the car's all good.
Hey. Your shocks are fine. Drive safely, Miss Sinclair.
Thank you so much, officer.
You're very welcome. Have a good day.
Well, maybe he was feeling ill and pulled over.
Without ringing me? She's taken him.
Or he was feeling ill, like I said, and tried to walk to the hospital, or back home for that matter.
Without his keys. Or his wallet. Now look, there's still money in here. This car wasn't stolen.
the likelihood of Penny overpowering someone like Scotty is extremely slim.
Not a fistful of petroleum, it's not. Or if she pretended that she was in danger, or if she had a weapon.
Okay, first we rule out home, where hopefully we will find your mobile. And even if he's not there, he's probably left you a bunch of messages.
Okay, but even you have to admit that this is not normal. There is something seriously wrong here.
The new girl at the dry cleaners took forever to find us.
Oh, dear.
Meanwhile, her boss just carried on with her phone call and now I'm late.
Oh, there's charity and then there's just having a good old laugh at other people's misfortune.
I see what Brooke was saying about what were you thinking? Well, every little bit counts, and maybe someone would like it for a dress-up party or something.
Yeah. Well, at least she got it dry cleaned. It's more than I can say for some. Other people's armpits.
Especially since money is so tight for her at the moment. It's the little things that show the kind of person one is.
Obviously one with no dress sense. Even in the 90s.
Be kind.
It rang but went to voicemail.
Yeah, I get that he's not officially missing yet, but trust me, this is dodgy, and the girl, she's... Yeah, all right. Thank you. Penny went through a checkpoint a while back, and all they're prepared to do is talk to the cop that stopped her.
Well, maybe that'll give us something.
Since they were stupid enough to let her go through, I very much doubt that. Hello?
Tracy?
Scotty! Where the hell are you?
Penny Rourke has flipped out.
She smacked me in the head and locked me in the boot of her car.
Are you all right? Were you knocked out?
I think so.
Okay, Scotty, you need to listen to me carefully. Penny, she's Greg Sinclair's daughter, and we think that she's been poisoning you. The test showed tralium in your blood.
She's Greg's daughter? She can't be Greg's.
Do you know where you are? Do you have any idea?
No.
Have you called the cops?
And tell them what? They'll write me off as a nutter.
Okay, well, we're going to do it for you. Hit reader Mike Williams. I've already told a mate he's in the loop, so...
What can they do?
I don't know where I am. I don't know what she wants.
Oh, God.
Hey, Scotty, you don't give up on me. You just stay focused and talk to me. Tell me anything. What kind of road are you on? Anything. Sounds, smells.
Okay, Mike, thanks so much. Bye.
Anything unusual or distinctive?
Bread. I smelled
Bread a while back. It's not so strong now.
Bakery or a bread factory. So you're on a sealed road with not so much traffic?
Yeah, I think so.
How long have you been driving and at what kind of speed?
Fast.
Come on, Scotty, focus for me.
I woke up and I was in here.
Okay, is there a time on your cell phone? What time did you receive that text from my phone?
About 40 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, so roughly half an hour from where the police stopped Penny. Bakeries, how are we looking?
There's only one.
Hey, have you tried to get out at all? To kick the tail lights? Somebody might see.
I can barely move. It's so hot in here.
I'm having trouble breathing.
Whatever happens, Tracy, I love you.
Hey, you do not give up on me. Scotty, you fight. You do whatever you can, anything and everything to save yourself, yeah?
God, you're breaking up.
The reception's cutting out.
Scotty?
No, just listen.
Hey, you do not give up on me. Scotty, fight.
Sounds like a railway crossing. Can you hear that?
The bells. Yeah, I think you're right.
A railway crossing with bells near a bakery.
Where's my dress? The one I left here earlier.
I'd be on its way to the Cancer Society.
Thank you for dry cleaning it, by the way.
Oh, no.
It was my going out dress. I need it back now.
Well, you could go to the clothing depot, I suppose. I don't think anyone will have snapped it up just yet.
I don't have time. My daughter's doing hair and makeup for a fashion show. It's a really big deal for her, and it starts in an hour.
Here we are. This is all I could come up with at short notice.
Very generous.
Isn't it?
There's one or two that I'm still a little bit in love with, but if it's for charity...
If you'll excuse me, I just have to go and call my daughter and break her heart.
Maybe not. Wendy, you need a stylish dress for tonight, and Brooke, you have some to give away. Maybe, if we ask nicely, Brooke could even help with your hair and makeup.
You have the afternoon off, don't you?
Well, yeah, but I... Sure. Anything to help.
Put that down and get out. Oh, come on.
Penny, I know what you think this is about, and you're wrong. You need to let me explain.
Recognize this?
No.
It belonged to a friend of yours. What about this? Does this ring any bells? Gary Verco died February this year. Heart problems, poor thing. He hardly put up a fight. Must have known he'd get his comeuppance eventually. Warren Briggs died July. A drug addict overdosing? Too easy. Of course, I would have preferred it to be the car, but that didn't work out so well.
You did it. You killed Warren.
He wasn't so paranoid after all, was he? Imagine my surprise when I followed him to your place. I snuck round the back, broke in, told him I was your flatmate. He was so strung out. As soon as I offered him something to calm him down, he went for it. And as you know, he was a little too greedy. 2 murdering scumbags down. 1 to go.
This is useless. We're taking way too long.
Well, the bakery's nowhere near here. Are you sure that traffic cop said that she was heading in this direction?
Yes, and this is the only train track that runs through Ferndale, so it has to be around here. He must have been wrong about the bakery.
Maybe there's a smaller one.
Look around you. There is nothing for miles. That cop thought he heard something in the boot, but he let her drive on.
Okay, we're going to find him. We just need to stay focused.
Exactly. I knew that there was something off about her from the start, but did I do anything?
All right, you need to snap out of it, okay? Because you are no use to Scotty like this. Let's just keep looking. There can't be very many roads across railway lines around here, so let's just try this direction. There might be a private road that's not marked on the map.
What's that thing? The thing they teach you in the army, the code of conduct thing.
Courage, commitment, comradeship, and integrity.
Guess you weren't there the day they taught that.
I know you think I'm responsible for Greg's death.
You are. You, Warren, and Gary.
If we could have gone back for him,
But instead you left him there to die like a dog. Do you want to know how old I was?
6, 7.
Young enough to forget what he looked like. Young enough to forget what his voice sounded like. I didn't even get a chance to remember him because my mother wouldn't talk about him. Get up. Pick it up.
I'm sorry you lost your dad, Penny.
And my mum. She topped herself after he died. She left me this house. I thought I might start on some renovations. You don't mind helping me lay down the groundwork for my new deck, do you?
could have made it, you know.
What?
As a nurse. Still could if you wanted to, if you walk away from this.
I have a degree in chemistry. Why would I want to slum it for a living? You know, that was actually pretty funny. You don't get to be the boss anymore, big man. Now dig. I'll put your back into it. That's pathetic.
What do you expect? You've been poisoning me for God knows how long.
Not such a great plan in hindsight. I mean, I wanted you to have a long, painful death like my dad did. I still do, but it was getting kind of boring.
Maybe you're not cut out to be a killer.
Maybe you should stop talking, or I'll blow your head off.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Look at you! I feel like a Barbie.
Fashion Week, Barbie. Doesn't she look fab?
She should do it. It's a classic. A bit too big for me, hence the reason I threw it out.
I won't look too embarrassing.
Oh, don't be silly.
It's just with all my stuff-ups with the kids lately, Jasmine being bullied, who's stealing, me accusing Evan, I'd hate to get it wrong with Bella as well.
You are a great mother and you deserve to look what you're worth.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, whoops-a-daisy.
Sorry, Callum.
Not at all, my pleasure. Do I know her? I wouldn't mind knowing her.
Maybe it is too much.
You're hot. Deal with it.
And you are amazing.
Well, go before Maya makes you get back to work.
Tell me something about him.
Your dad?
Of course my dad, you dumbass. Did I say to stop?
He was a talented athlete.
Is that all you can come up with? You murdered him. You must know some stuff about him.
I didn't murder your father.
He was shot by a member of his own unit.
It was a war zone. It was chaos. Sometimes it happens. It's a terrible thing, but it does. They proved it was an accident at the trial.
You're just as bad as Mum, you know that? I'd ask her about my dad, and all I got was he was tall. He was good at running. He looked just like his father.
Yeah, well, maybe she had her reasons.
What reasons?
Nothing.
I loved that dress.
You said it was too big.
I know, but it wasn't just any old off-the-rack number, it was designer.
I think a toast is in order. To Brooke, who for the price of a high-fashion knockoff
Knockoff.
managed to buy herself a few more fans.
And to Isaac, for somehow managing to stay in Chris Warner's good books.
By expressing my humbleness and appreciation.
Or more realistically, putting on a damn fine show.
Except Luke Derville wasn't so amused.
What was it you were spouting about old man Worthington? Pick your enemies. Derville is harmless.
And will remain that way.
We're getting pretty good at this, you know?
We're going around in circles.
Scotty?
Mike, what do you know? Yeah, okay. We've already driven through nearly every railroad crossing. And yeah, Scotty said he smelt baking bread. Oh, okay, well, you keep me posted, yeah? Thank you.
Bread. Do you smell it?
That's not bread, that's...
It's yeast. It's not a bakery that Scotty smelled. It's a brewery. Brewery. Yes, there, look.
Okay, we are onto something. We can find him. Mike, I think I know around about where he is.
Okay, that's enough. Stop digging. Get out. Kneel. You're keeping a secret from me. All of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A secret! There was a secret. That's why she never talked about him. It was about me, wasn't it? It was about me.
No, it wasn't.
Tell me. You know. Tell me. Sinclair, this is it. Go. Go. Tell me, or I swear to God.
Okay. Greg was cheating on your mum. With my girlfriend, Jodie.
He wouldn't do that.
I didn't know about it either. It was going on for months. And one night, he went too far. He raped her.
You're lying.
I wouldn't lie about something like this. But that's the big secret. That's why when we were out on patrol and Greg got shot, I let him suffer. I let him die!
No!
Well, the drama continues tomorrow at 11:45 here on One. Later this evening, a chaotic young woman meets a snobbish lawyer and soon enters into her world of imperfections. Renee Zellweger stars in Bridget Jones's Diary, your Monday movie at 9:35. Up next, Doctors.